You know what I encounter a lot as a doctor is people wonder, why is it so hard to understand what a doctor says? Why can't they just translate that into human language, normal speaking people? It's tough. Really it is. The reason is that starting in med school, we are pounded to sound smart. Doctors know that image means a lot. If a doctor doesn't look smart, then you're probably not going to trust him. So, doctors put a lot of effort into making sure that they sound like they know what they're talking about, even if they might not know what they're talking about. People are more apt to trust a doctor if they feel like the doctor is smart and they're on top of things, and they're confident. A lot of times, doctors don't even know what they're saying, but they know if they throw in a few crazy words that you'll automatically have more confidence in them and think, oh, this doctor knows what he's talking about because I have no idea what he's talking about. I'll assume that he is a smart guy. So this is a book. It's called Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation Secrets. There are a lot of these books around. My specialty is physical medicine and rehabilitation. And basically, this is a manual on how to pimp doctors. What is pimping? Pimping is what attendings or doctors do to make the training doctors feel like they know nothing. That's pretty much it. And the way that they present the answers are how doctors want to sound. Regarding stroke, why and how does hydrocephalus occur with stroke? Following a subarachnoid hemorrhage, blood products that remain in the subarachnoid space may block reabsorption of the cerebrospinal fluid into the venous sinuses by occluding the arachnoid granulations. These granulations are one-way valves that allow passage of CSF into the venous system. If the granulation occludes, the CSF will accumulate and results in hydrocephalus. Does that make any sense to you? Do you know what that really means? I had to read that thing like 3 times to even understand what the heck it means. All it's saying is that if you have a stroke, sometimes you got bits and pieces that block up the arteries and the veins and the vasculature, and it backs up and you get swelling on your brain, and that's called hydrocephalus. But you can't say that to a doctor. They're going to say, you're a fool. What the heck was that? Sound smart. So they want you to use fancy words like may block reabsorption of cerebral spinal fluid into venous sinuses by occluding arachnoid granulations. The heck? Granulations? Anyways, long story short, doctors sound like this on purpose. They try to do that to give confidence to the regular person. Because if a doctor sounds like, hey, well, looks like you've got a stroke and some things got backed up in your brain, and there, you've got hydrocephalus, you're not going to really trust them as much. Doctors train to sound smart. There is a group of people that do this, and they do this a lot other than doctors. Another group of people, politicians. What the heck do they ever say? But politicians always say things that nobody understands, and they do this on purpose, using long, fancy words that people assume these guys must be smart. I'm going to give you an example. I was just flipping through the New York government bills list, and I looked for the first thing, abandoned property fund. What is that? I'm not really sure. Even after reading this, I'm not really sure what it is. But here, this is what the abandoned property fund. Here's the definition. Abandoned property heretofore paid to the state means, unless a more limited meaning clearly appears from the context, all money or other personal property collected or received by the state comptroller or the Department of Taxation and Finance pursuant to the provisions of Section 2222 of the Surrogates Court Procedure Act, Subdivision 2 of Section 5, Section 32, 127, 170, 200. What the heck does this mean? I don't know. But it's a law, and these are the way that politicians talk. I hope this makes sense. Next time a doctor says something to you and you're like, excuse me, I have no idea what you just said. Don't assume, well, I'm just going to go with it. Ask, what does that mean? If they don't know, make him break it down to you, or help them give you like the name and write it down, and then you go look it up on Wikipedia or something, which happens to be an excellent site for any kind of medical knowledge, Wikipedia. Anyways, I hope this helps, and if you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you something. I think you'll